There is an emerging trend in the travel industry that's pointing to a fragile and uneven economic recovery. Steve Leisman is back with us with his latest Road Back Barometer. Hey, Steve.
Good morning, Mike. Yeah, some troubling high-frequency data as we approach the critical Thanksgiving travel season or travel day. Here's a special travel edition of our Road Back Barometer showing travel is up from what it was, but down big for this time of year. And you can figure out what's good or bad and all that. First, we'll take a look at the 7-day average of the Apple Mobility Index that we calculate here at CNBC that looks for searches, for transit, for driving, and walking directions. It's down 13% compared with its benchmark of January 13th. The JP Morgan lodging spending, it's down 58%. And that's while overall credit card spending, as measured by JP Morgan, is up. And the TSA passenger travel down 61%. That's the 7-day average. Had a little spurt over the weekend, but really remains down compared to what it would be this time of the year for the Thanksgiving weekend or the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's look at the airline passenger traffic, and we'll kind of reverse the sign on this. Look at it as a percent of a year ago. It's up, but it's still just 39% of what it would have been this time of year. And that's through that Thanksgiving weekend that we just came through, or the weekend before Thanksgiving, kind of rivaling what it was back in around Labor Day. And then looking at the forecast from the AAA, what they're saying is they see car travel down 4.3%, airline travel they expect to be down overall for the holidays down 48%. And this being the last Road Back Barometer before Thanksgiving, a little thanks to some of the folks who have been providing, the corporations who have been providing this high-frequency data free to the public. Kronos and Homebase on helping forecast the employment data. Burbio on the school data. Apple and Google making their data available to the public on searches. Johns Hopkins and COVID tracking on the COVID project. TomTom on traffic, and Yelp on store closings. Becky, they have helped change economics and economic forecasting as we know it. We're not going back to trying to figure out what's going on in the economy without this high-frequency data. And these corporations have stepped up to be really good citizens when it comes to providing that data to the public.
Yeah, we appreciate them sharing it with us. Hey, Steve, can we go back to one of the charts that you showed? It was the one that just showed the airlines, people traveling. It was, up 30%, up 38% of normal or something.
The TSA traffic,
It climbed all the way through this.
It's just
TSA
39.
traffic. It showed that it climbed all the way through. And then it dropped. You went from 37% in August down to 30% in September, and then climbed back up to 38, 39% that we're looking at now. Is that normal for travel patterns, or is this just a reflection of the fact that most of the people traveling right now are doing it for leisure travel? The business travel has not come back as strong, and leisure travel happens when people are on vacation.
I think that's right, Becky. I had a little trouble explaining that 38% bump, only that first of all, go back to the 37%. That's Labor Day. That makes sense. You see that quite a bit, that there's a spurt around a holiday. That's not a big deal. But then that 38% at the end of October, I think people were sort of thinking things were going back to normal. And then all of a sudden, that's the effect, perhaps, that drop of the surge in COVID. That people started to just stop traveling again, the surge of COVID cases, right? And then you have this resurgence a little bit again. But remember, just 39% of what it would have been a year ago, still way down. I think your upcoming guest, the Flight Attendant Association, is going to talk about just how troubled it still is. The thing I can't get my brain around is you want to see the economy coming back. You want to see travel coming back. But at a time when we have this virus surging, I'm not sure any increase is good news.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.